Hey everybody, welcome back. After being at the fan meet all weekend long, I figured I'd come back and do some smoke detector videos for ya. Well, at least one. But there might be more because I did get a few goodies at the meet. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I really like the color of this package actually. Alright. Slide it out. And, oh, give me a little thank you note. And here it is, still sealed. This is the Entronic Vigilante Z-100, I think. Oh, Z-1000. Okay. I think some of them were actually labeled Z-100, so we'll see what this one says. Because I could have sworn my other one. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyways, let's go ahead and open up the plastic wrap and automatically destroy the value of the alarm. Yeah, new old stock. I love opening up new old stock items. Alright, there we go. That, and you guys seeing this? And there it is. Cool. Well, this one doesn't say Entronic on it like the other one, but very cool. Got the wiring harness. This one also has a ground wire. I don't think my other one has a ground wire. Oh no, it does. Alright, and then got your manual. We'll get into that in a minute, and of course, mounting screws. So, as you may know, I do already have one of these right here that was featured in my top 5 smoke detector finds of 2025. Unfortunately, this one, I'm pretty sure it suffered a fall or something because the cover was completely broken when I got it. Not completely, but it had a big chunk broken off of it. I glued it back on, but unfortunately it doesn't work. The LED, it lights up really dim and it just doesn't work. So, but now I've got a brand new in the box one, and this one is just a little bit different. So let me take you guys down here real quick. For once, you can see how this one has the Entronic logo right there opposite the LED. This one has the same LED lens, but this one doesn't say, it doesn't have the Entronic logo there, which is interesting. Another thing I just noticed, this one has this Test Weekly sticker on the side at the same orientation as the LED lens. But this one, actually, well, this one probably did have that and it fell off, but it doesn't have it anymore because I see a little mark there. I actually didn't even notice that when I got it. Alright, now I'm going to have to put you guys down to open the cover because these are notoriously hard to get the cover off. So let's there we go. Well, that wasn't that bad. Oh, this one's got a blue circuit board. Huh, that's a lot like the 12.6 volt battery powered one that I used to have, the Z-700. That one had a blue circuit board as well, so I wonder if this one's a little bit older. If I take that one's cover off, you can see this one has the regular old tan circuit board. Also, this one has a lot less components on it. Very interesting. Yeah, that's weird. And also, well, the placement of everything is the same. The transformer's still there, although it's oriented a little bit differently. This one doesn't have a test socket. That's very interesting. The LED is oriented a little bit differently, actually. But you can see it's right there on this one, and on this one it's right up there next to the sensor. But, as you can see, it does contain 0.5 microcuries of Radium 226, which these old Entronics all did, just like this one. And this top piece, which they call the target, is removable, which they say right there, remove for cleaning. See if I can get this off for you and show you the radium down in there. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Snaps right off, and you can see there's the radium right down in there. is the other side of the target. Put the target back on. And this was sort of the same design that the early BRK models had. They also had the sensors with the removable target, and coincidentally they also used Radium 226 in their early models like the SS718, SS74R, and such. So yeah, very interesting. I'm very perplexed. I wanted to say this one was earlier because it had the blue circuit board, but this one's got the test socket, and this one has that Molex plug, which, if you remember, I also have the battery-powered model, the 9-volt battery-powered model, the ES-7, which is the successor to the Z-700, which was the 12.6-volt powered model. Let me get the cover off of this one real quick. Oh, there we go. This one also has that Molex plug right there. So maybe this one is a little bit later. I don't know. Because I thought the blue circuit board came first, because that's the one they used on the Z-700. Very interesting. Alright, of course you got your regular Kobishi CLB-27 brass squealer horn. Very shiny. Transformer, as I mentioned. And then the sensitivity adjustment on this one is right there, mounted on the side for some reason. On this one it's right there. It's a totally different placement there. I love how big the text is also. Also, the fact that it says battery right there. This isn't a battery-powered model. So I guess they just reused that design from the ES-7, maybe? Because look, it's got the same slots there for the screw holes. This one doesn't have that because it's got screw holes there. Although it does have those slots there still on the base. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the only hardwired model they ever made, because if you know, they made the Z-700, the 12.6-volt battery-powered model, and then the ES-7, this one. And then they switched to the ES-3, which was the small JS&A rebrand one. I have one of those. I don't know where it is. It's probably downstairs somewhere. But yeah, I don't think they made a hardwired version of the JS&A model, because I don't know if JS&A themselves made that. But I don't think they did. So I'm pretty sure this is the only hardwired model they ever made. Also want to check a look inside the cover here. The label is a little bit different, actually. Oh yeah, it's a lot different, actually, from this one. This one's all got that black portion up there. And yeah, so this one is labeled Z-1000 on here, as you can see. But this one is labeled Z-100. Huh. Interesting. So I think that they just... I think they made a mistake, honestly. I think they're just using the same model but different model numbers, and somebody just added an extra 0 on there. I don't know. So, and there's your information there. But it's got the same exact information on this face of the cover, I'm pretty sure. Annual maintenance, cleaning the target, sensitivity, radiation warning, additional information, and trouble signal. That's for the battery-powered model, the ES-7, which is funny because the ES-7 doesn't have anything on the inside of the cover, so clearly they had different molds, but yeah. This one is a little bit different, actually. It's got, first of all, it's oriented outwards like this. Maintenance there. Information about Entronic is molded into the cover rather than being on a sticker like this one. Whoops, sorry, hit the camera there. Radiation warning, which is there instead of in the middle. And then, oh, I already showed that. Is there 2 annual maintenance blurbs? Oh, that's just continued, I think. It's about cleaning the target, but that one's about, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, they're different. And then this one, of course, has got the UL sticker on the side here. This one is issue number 3525. And this one is 2340. Okay, so yeah. This one is older. That makes sense, because this one's got the test socket and this really jam-packed circuit board. Okay, but that's just weird that they would go back to the blue circuit board. It's very strange. Yeah. And there's your lens right there. Very cool. So, I guess now, let me get a cord. We can wire this bad boy up. Alright, I got it wired up. Let's plug it in, see what happens. Alright, we have power. We have an LED lit. That's already better than that one was doing. So now interestingly, the original battery-powered model, the Z-700, the 12.6 volt one, did not have a test button. The ES-7 they decided to add a test button on when they went to 9 volt, but for some reason they didn't put a test button on the hardwired models, so I guess they were going after Honeywell there. Honeywell not putting test buttons on their hardwired models. So let's see, the sensor is right here, so I'm going to spray my smoke spray and give it a test. Maybe. Okay, well, it sounds like a TC49A, and it acts like my childhood TC49A, where it doesn't latch into alarm fully. Yeah, love that sound of that modulated squealer. So let's go ahead and see if I can't get it to sound again. It's loud, very loud. But then again, I was expecting that from the Kobishi CLB-27, and when they're run off of AC power like that, they do seem to be a bit louder. Yeah, I am very, very happy to finally have one of these that's working. Yeah, very cool. Alright, well, I guess now let's take a look at the box and the manual. So here's the box. Whoops. Let's see, here's the front. The Vigilante. And interestingly, the battery-powered models were in color, but the hardwired models were in black and white. Vigilante smoke alarm, Entronic early warning smoke detector, and then this flap is the same. Well, it's not the same, it doesn't have the model information. On this side, installation, and the back, which has features and of course the chart of lies. Very cool. Now let's get the manual out and we'll take a look at that. Get it unfolded. Okay, the Vigilante. So, okay, here's the different models. So you got Z-1000, which is this one, also known as Z-100, which we've determined. Z-1000R, I'm not sure what that would be. Z-2001, which has a battery backup. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think we've ever seen one of those. And Z-2001R. I wonder if the R models are line cord, because if you notice, there's a little indentation on the base there for, if I guess they had a line cord model, it would just go like that. But I don't think we've ever seen one of those either. So that's very interesting. Entronic Corporation. And then here is the actual information. If you want to read anything, of course, you could just go ahead and pause. So here's installation for the hardwired models. Trying to see the diagram of the battery backup one to see what it would look like. It's interesting. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, the R models are line cord. So yeah, we've never seen one of these before. Definitely like to find one of those. I guess they're probably about as rare as like the FireX line cord models. Okay, and then the back warranty registration is built into the manual. That's kind of interesting. Let's see, 1977 it's dated. So that seems about right for this alarm. Oops, sorry about the shaking. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. It kind of makes me wonder what this one's manual unbox would look like, since that one's labeled Z-100. So, yeah. Oh, and I don't think I showed you guys the back, but it's the exact same as the other ones. And of course the wiring harness, which is the same as that one. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to say about this one. A very, very cool alarm. And of course these don't have cover interlocks, so when you take the cover off, they'll stay active. The light will still be on. We've seen them, I think, operating in houses for sale with the covers off. Yeah, so again, very, very happy to finally have one of these that's working. It'll go great with my Z-100 labeled one. Again, not too sure what the deal with that is, with these having two different model numbers and being the same exact model. But that does put to rest that confirms that there was, they were labeled both, because I was like, I couldn't remember if it was Z-100 or Z-1000. Well, it's both, so I guess that does it for this testing and unboxing of this Entronic Vigilante Z-1000, with some touch-up on the Z-100, and featuring the ES-7. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.